Alright, here we go. We're going to start again from question 10 now. So we just finished number 9 and 8 and so on. If you haven't seen the previous video, check back my playlist and you should find questions 1 to 9 already preloaded. And hopefully the rest of them by the time this is all done. Anyway, let's begin. Number 10. So something take away 10 gives us 298. So we're looking at a number which is 10 more than this to give this result. So if you're not sure, well, the answer is definitely 308. To make sure you know this, if you're subtracting something by 10, just cross it out and just add 10 to this. And this should give us 308. And yep, that's it. All done. Number 11. 270 divided by 3. You just have to ask yourself and ignore the 0, yeah? How many 3 is going to 27? Well, the answer is 9. And then you stick a 0. So 90. This is just a case of you knowing your 3 times table and being able to just recognize it, yeah? So try and recognize your 3 times table, and if you can, then that's perfect. Next one, number 12. 5,400 divided by 9. So just like number 11, you have to recognize your 9 times table. So how many 9s go into 54? Well, this one again is straightforward. If you know it, then you know it. If you don't know it, so just counting, it should be 6. So the answer would be 6 with 2 zeros. So just 9 times 6 is 54. Okay. So sometimes it's kind of hard to say because you just have to really just recognize your times table. So make sure you review your times table if you're for at least the later part of the questions. Anyway, let's move forward, guys. All right, number 13. Oof, division again. So 16 divided by 15. Okay, this one is dead easy, I'll be honest with you. The answer is 4, by the way. If you already know that 4 15s is 60, give yourself a pat on the back. For everybody else, what I would do is write this as a fraction. So 60 over 15. And then just simplify the fraction. Cancel down. So if you look at these numbers, clearly they're in the 5 times table. So divide the top half by 5. We could say there are 12 5s in 60 and there are 3 5s in 15. Now we notice that these are in the 3 times table. So 12 divided by 3 is easily 4. So that is all said and done. So 14. So something equals 5,776 minus 855. So it's literally this equals something because they're both together. So to solve this, just use your standard method. So there is no fancy way to do this. You could try faster methods, but this is the best I would recommend. And it's not too bad. So 6 take away 5 is 1, 7 take away 5 is 2, 7 take away 8 you can't do, so borrow 5 becomes a 4 and carry the 1. 17 minus 8 is 9 and this is 4. So 4,921. Easy. Guys, give yourself a pat on the back because seriously, I'm proud of you though if you're keeping up this far. So, recognition. So it says here that 3,050,020 can be partitioned like this. So we can clearly see that the 3 million is over here, the 20 is over here. So all we're left with is the 50,000. So 50,000. So this is just partitioning, okay? And place value. So 16, 10 take away 5.4. There is a fast way to do this. You could just firstly work out what 10 take away 5 is, which is 5, and then minus is 0.4, which will give us in the end 4.6. But just to be, if you're not very sure, you can just do the standard way, which is 10 minus 5.4. So again, in this case, because you got a whole number, think of it as 10.0. And then if it makes your life easy, think of it as 100 take away 54, which is 46 or 4.6. Okay, next one. Right, so now here for the first time, you can actually see that it's getting a bit more challenging, the fractions. If you're not comfortable with adding fractions, my tip is to always make the denominator the same. Usually they're multiples of each other, and if they're not, you have to multiply left and right by some common factor or multiply by what they have. In this case, we have 5 7s plus 3 over 21. Because it's a 21, we know that this is 3 times bigger than 7. So to make them have the same bottom fraction, I will times the first fraction all by 3. And what do we get? If you times this by 3, you're going to get 15 over 21. And now we can finally add it to the second fraction, which is 3 over 21. So what happens? So because they're the same as adding the top line, we can get 18 over 21. Can we simplify this? Yep. Because both of these numbers are in the 3 times table. So divide up and down by 3. So reduce by 3. we can say that 3 into 18 gives us exactly 6. 3 into 21 gives us 7. So the answer is 6 sevenths. Actually, another way you could have done this, if you look at 3 over 21, if you divide up and down both by 3, you get 1 over 7. So you get 5 over 7 plus 1 over 7, which is also 6 over 7. So 2 ways, guys. If you did either way, well done. Now, for this one, number 18. So we've got 0.1 divided by 100. Oof. You can even know this by heart and get the answer. If you're not sure, when you got something ugly like this, I would use a fraction trick. I would change this into a fraction. So this is 0.1 over 1,000. To simplify this, always clear the decimal. To clear it, always times up and down by 10, yeah? So if you times up and down by 10, what happens? You end up moving the decimal place. So times in the top line by 10, the decimal place moves here, so it becomes 1. Times this bottom by 10, you get 10,000. Now we need to be able to recognize that 1 over 10,000, actually, you would actually get this answer right. 1 over 10,000 is also the correct answer. If not, you need to be able to recognize how to rewrite this decimal. This is just simply 0.0001. Okay, you got 4 zeros, so make sure you put 4 zeros with a decimal point always at this point, all the time. Anyway, guys, I hope this little part helped. Up until 18, if you guys enjoyed it, again, give me another massive like, share with your buddies, share with everybody, and let me know for any parts which you feel could be explained better, or you might want like extra understanding on. Questions like 18 is just recognition. You could obviously find many ways. You could just divide it by 100 and before I carry on, I just realized I made a mistake. This is 100, so take off 1 0 everywhere. Yeah, that should be your answer. So 0.001. So yeah, even me. But anyway, I always check my answers at the end and make sure it's right. Since I just checked it now, it's actually okay.